Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It's January 17th and it's time to start thinking about the single seed challenge. Now I said it is January 17th, but I actually started this process, and it's kind of a cheat deal for me this year because what I'm going to grow this year is a grapefruit tree. And I started these seeds just a few days ago, about a week ago, start them germinating. Now the process to germinate these was first peel the outside skin off, which is easily done. I had my helper do that. Once they peeled the outside, then it was time to select my seed and put it into a little tray. There you can see the one that I selected when I made sure it germinated. But I put it in the tray and I covered it with another moist paper towel, and that's all it was. Then it was just a matter of putting the cover on it to hold the moisture in, and then wait till the day. And I wanted to pick one of these out. It's not so much cheat, but the fact that it's going to go ahead and starting to germinate. So I'm going to take, and we're still going to document when we plant this. I just like to say I cheated a little bit early. Now I'm going to put it right there, and I'll make sure I tag it. I'm going to go ahead and tag it the day that I did actually put it in the soil. And being I'm going to try to grow some others, I'm going to tag this one as my single seed. And now let's talk about single seed just a little bit. The single seed challenge, and this is single seed challenge 2022. What it is you take a single seed. Now I didn't do so good last year. I didn't take care of it like I would. I took care of it basically like I would any other one. So this year I'm going to well document and take really good care of this particular one. In fact, once it gets up in this pot, I'll keep up potting it to bigger pots until I put it into a 25-gallon container, because I'm going to leave this one in the container. I'm going to try to put a few in the ground and hopefully see how well they do if they've got a little bit of protection, but this one is going to stay in the container. So even though it's going to be the Single Seed Challenge 2022, this may go on a little bit longer until I actually do get production. So I've got kind of a ambitious challenge this year. But anyway, the Single Seed Challenge is something that's started by Scott Head, the Black Gumbo YouTube channel. And what it is a lot of us gardeners, and some that aren't gardeners participate, but a lot of us that are gardeners, we just sow a bunch of seeds and they come up. We don't pay attention to whether they, which particular one it is. It's just a bunch of seeds and we just grow them along. With the Single Seed Challenge, you select a certain seed. It could be a tomato, pepper, turnip. It doesn't matter what it is. But you select a particular crop, and a lot of times it suggests that you select one that you haven't grown before, and maybe that might be the only one you're growing. But you take and you document it from the time that you select your seed and put it into the soil, and then the stages as it's growing along up to harvest, and then eventually up to the plant's death in most cases. But anyway, and then in the description you put a hashtag Single Seed Challenge 2022, And then if you want to watch all the other participants that are doing this, all you have to do is go to YouTube, put the hashtag in, and it'll pull them all up, and you can take and watch some or follow some of these people that are doing this single seed challenge. But that's all it is to it. And don't let it stop you if you don't have a garden. I don't care if you live in an apartment, as long as you got a window or somewhere where you can get light to it. Take and plant your seed. It can be, like I say, it could be lettuce, it could be collards, it could be anything. But plant that seed and grow something. Maybe you might even want to grow a herb, you know. Now herbs might be a little bit more particular because the seeds on a lot of them are so fine, and it might be hard to get that single seed out there to plant it. But you get the idea of what this challenge is, and basically it's a challenge to grow, but it's a challenge to pay attention to the growth of plants and possibly learn from it. So anyway, I hope you like this video here. If you want to see more, just hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you'll be notified, give it a big thumbs up, grow something. Happy gardening.